students, today we will start with the rest of the sums from the exercise 9.3. So we will go to number 8 here. See, this is the figure for number 8. It is given in this question that in this triangle ABC, XY is parallel to BC. See here, XY is parallel to BC. BE is parallel to AC. BE is parallel to AC. And that means what? BE is parallel to CY also we can write. Similarly, CF is parallel to AB. CF is parallel to AB. That means we can also say CF is parallel to BX. We need to prove here that triangle ABE is equal to area of the triangle ACF. Area of triangle ABE is equal to area of triangle ACF. Now see here, XY is parallel to BC. XY is parallel to BC. And CY is parallel to EB. CY is parallel to EB. Therefore, EYCB will form a parallelogram. EYC and B will form a parallelogram. And this triangle ABE, this triangle and the parallelogram EYCB, they lie on the same base BE and between the same parallels BE and AC. See here again I am repeating, ABE is the triangle and the parallelogram EYCB. They lie on the same base EB and between the same parallel BE and AC. Therefore, I can say that area of this triangle ABE is half the area of the parallelogram BCYE. So, I will keep this as equation number 1. Again, see here, CF is parallel to XB, CF is parallel to XB. And XF is parallel to BC. XF is parallel to BC. Therefore, BCFX is a parallelogram. BCFX is a parallelogram. Now, in triangle ACF and in the parallelogram BCFX, they lie on the same base CF and between the same parallels CF and AB. BCFX, this parallelogram, and the triangle ACF, they lie on the same base CF and between the same parallels CF and AB. Therefore, I can say that the triangle ACF, that is ACF, this triangle is half the area of the parallelogram BCFX. ACF, this triangle is half the parallelogram BCFX. I'll keep this one as equation number 2. Finally, see here, parallelogram BCFX and BCYE. These two parallelograms lie on the same base BC and between the same parallels BC and EF. BCFX, this one, and BCYE, these two parallelograms, they lie on the same base BC and between the same parallels BC and EF. Therefore, I can say that the area of these two parallelograms are equal. So, I have written here parallelogram BCFX, area of this parallelogram BCFX is equal to area of this parallelogram BCYE. Keep this one as equation number 3. So, from 1, 2 and 3, I will get area of triangle ABE is equal to area of triangle ACF. Since these two parallelograms are equal, so from these 3 equations, I can say that triangle ABE is equal to area of the triangle ACF. Okay. Now, let us move on to the next sum, that is number 9. This is the figure for question number 9. See, in the given it is there ABCD and PBQR. They are the two parallelograms. We need to prove here that area of the parallelogram ABCD is equal to area of the parallelogram PBQR. For this question, we have done a small construction here. We have joined AC and QP. So, this construction has to be done. So, now let us proceed to the proof. Now, see here in the proof, triangle ABC, see here ABC and the parallelogram ABCD. This triangle and this parallelogram, they lie on the same base BC and between the same parallels BC and AD. Therefore, I can say that the area of this triangle ABC is half the area of this parallelogram ABCD. I will keep this one as equation number 1. Again, triangle BPQ, this triangle, and the parallelogram PBQR. They lie on the same base BQ and between the same parallels PR and BQ. Therefore, triangle BPQ, area of this triangle BPQ will be half the area of the parallelogram PBQR. I keep this one as equation number 2. Now, triangle ACQ, this triangle, and AQP, this triangle, AQP and ACQ, they lie on the same base AQ and between the same parallels AQ and CP. ACQ and AQP, these two triangles, they lie on the same base AQ and between the same parallels AQ and CP. So I can say that their areas are equal. Therefore, area of triangle ACQ will be equal to area of the triangle AQP. Okay. Now we got that ACQ is equal to AQP. Area of ACQ is equal to area of triangle AQP. So what we will do here is we will subtract from both the sides, left hand side and right hand side, we will subtract area of triangle ABQ. Now see here, ACQ, this triangle, area of this triangle minus area of ABQ, ACQ, this total triangle minus ABQ. I will get area of triangle ABC. See, I have written here area of triangle ABC. Similarly, area of triangle AQP. From here, I will subtract ABQ. Then I will get BPQ. APQ. From APQ, I will subtract ABQ. Then I will get BQP. So I have written here area of triangle BQP. Now, area of ABC is equal to half of the area of the parallelogram ABCD. We got this one in equation 1. Similarly, we also got that area of triangle BPQ is equal to half the area of the parallelogram PBQR. So I have written here that from equation 1 and 2 we got that half of area of parallelogram ABCD is equal to half of area of parallelogram PBQR. So half and half will be cancelled from both sides and we will get that area of parallelogram ABCD is equal to area of the parallelogram PBQR. Okay. Now let us move on to the next sum, that is number 14. See here, this is the figure for number 14. Now it is given in this question that AP is parallel to BQ, which is parallel to CR. This is given to you. Required to prove here is area of triangle AQC is equal to area of the triangle PBR. Area of triangle AQC is equal to area of the triangle PBR. So let us proceed to the proof. Now, triangle PBR, see here, PBR. This is equal to area of the triangle PBQ plus QBR. Area of triangle PBR, this complete triangle, is equal to area of triangle PBQ plus QBR. Let us keep this as equation number 1. Again see here, triangle AQC. This triangle is equal to area of the triangle AQB plus area of triangle BQC. This total triangle AQC is equal to area of triangle AQB plus area of the triangle BQC. So I keep this one as equation number 2. Now see here, the two triangles, that is BQC and BQR. These two triangles, they lie on the same base BQ and between the same parallels BQ and CR. Therefore their areas will be equal. So I have written here area of triangle BQC is equal to area of the triangle BQR. Keep this one as equation number 3. Again, from the triangles AQB and PBQ, these two triangles again lie on the same base BQ and between the same parallels BQ and AP. So again their areas will also be equal. Therefore I have written area of triangle AQB is equal to area of the triangle PBQ. Keep this one as equation number 4. Now finally, if I add these two equations, equation 3 and equation 4, then what I will get? Area of triangle BQC plus area of triangle AQB. AQB plus BQC. I will get AQC. So I have written here area of triangle AQC. Similarly, if I add QBR plus PBQ, I will get PBR. So I have written here area of triangle PBR. So for adding these two equations, I will get that area of triangle AQC is equal to area of the triangle PBR. This is what we need to prove. Okay. Now let us proceed to the next sum, that is number 15. This is the diagram or the figure for number 15. It is given here in this question that ABCD is a quadrilateral and the diagonals AC and BD intersect at this point O such that the area of triangle AOD is equal to area of the triangle BOC. This is given to us. We need to prove here that ABCD is a trapezium. Now let us proceed to the proof. Here it is already given that AOD, triangle AOD is equal to area of the triangle BOC. It is given to us. So now I will add area of this triangle AOB on the left hand side and right hand side. So area of triangle AOD plus area of triangle AOB. AOD plus AOB. It will give me ABD. So I have written here area of triangle ADB. Similarly, if I add BOC, area of triangle BOC and area of triangle AOB, I will get this triangle ABC or ACB. So I have written here area of triangle ACB. See here ADB is equal to area of triangle ACB. Now ADB and ACB, they both lie on the same base AB, and we have just found out that the areas are equal. So according to theorem 2, we have learned that if they are on the same base and if their areas are equal, that means they lie on the same parallels. So they lie on between the same parallels. So AB is parallel to CD, we can say. Therefore, if AB is parallel to CD, I can say that ABCD is a trapezium. Okay. Now let us move on to the last sum of this exercise, number 16. See here, this is the diagram for this. Here it is given that area of triangle DPC is equal to area of triangle DRC. It is given to us. And also it is given that area of triangle BDP is equal to area of the triangle ARC. And we need to prove here that the quadrilaterals ABCD and DCPR, these are trapeziums. Okay. Now see, moving on to the proof part, area of DPC is equal to area of DRC. This is given to us. Keep this as equation number 1. Again, also it is given that area of triangle BDP is equal to area of triangle ARC. Keep this as equation number 2. Now if I subtract 2 and 1, 2 minus 1, then what will I get? BDP minus DPC. See here, BDP minus DPC. Then what I will get? BDC. See the figure here properly. BDP minus we are doing DPC. DPC. So what will I get? BDC. So I have written here triangle BDC. Similarly, if I subtract ARC, see here ARC minus DRC, then what will I get? ADC. So I have written here ADC. So if I subtract these two equations, I get area of triangle BDC is equal to area of triangle ADC. So we got that area of triangle BDC is equal to area of the triangle ADC. ADC and BDC. So these two triangles, they have the same base CD, and we also got that their areas are equal. So areas are equal and base same. That means what? That these two lie on the same parallels, CD and AB. Therefore, I can say that CD is parallel to AB. Thus, if CD parallel to AB, I can say that ABCD is a trapezium. Okay. Similarly, DRC is equal to area of triangle DPC. DRC and DPC, these two triangles, they again lie on the same base CD, and their areas are also equal. So they lie between the same parallels RP and CD. So I have written here that DC is parallel to RP. Since they lie on the same base and their areas are equal, so they lie between the same parallels, that is RP and CD. Now, if DC is parallel to RP, then I can say that DCPR is a trapezium. We had to prove that ABCD is a trapezium and DCPR is a trapezium. So it is done. So with this, we come to the end of this chapter. From the next class, we will start with the next chapter. Okay. Thank you.